Ow. Oh, I just hit my hip on the counter. That hurts. Whew. Okay. All right, I'm here. I made it. I kept my word. I'm not letting you guys down. I tweeted last week asking if you guys would want to see my WrestleMania 34 predictions. I got quite an overwhelming response. So here it is, my WrestleMania 34 predictions. Pretty much completely raw, just me kind of talking to you guys about what's going on this year in New Orleans. I don't know, whatever. New Orleans, I'm gonna go with that. So basically I'm just gonna kind of talk to camera, nothing fancy, and hopefully that is good enough for you guys. I'm not gonna predict every match. I'm actually just going to talk about sort of the things that I'm excited about this year at WrestleMania. I'm not there, single tear. I am not at WrestleMania like I have been in years past, but it is one of my favorite events of the entire year. It is unlike anything else. And I always tell people when they ask me, what's WrestleMania like? I tell them the truth, which is that you see people from all over the world, all different ages, all different cultures, all different backgrounds, and everybody sort of comes together, and whether you are rooting for the same people or hating on the same people, it doesn't even matter. You just sort of all are in this crazy world of WWE together, and it's so much fun. I will clearly be watching WrestleMania tonight. So much fun, such a good time. Could not be more excited for it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys though, because of my job and the show that I do, I haven't been as up to date on wrestling as I have been in years past, watching every single week. But I've been following along, mostly thanks to the WWE Twitter account, on matches, what's happening, what's going on. The first thing that I want to talk about is Ronda Rousey. I have a sort of love-hate relationship with her, as I'm sure most people do. During her UFC career, I thought she was this amazing, powerful, independent, slightly mean woman who just sort of went after what she wanted, was very powerful, was very successful, and obviously those are things that I think are really awesome. In WWE, I've been really disappointed. It's just not doing it for me. I think it's intriguing that she's there, but so far I have felt very strongly that she's just not very strong. I don't really believe her. I don't believe what she says when she's talking. She doesn't engage me. I'm not engaged by Ronda Rousey. And for such a polarizing person in the entertainment business, that's pretty upsetting. That's pretty brutal, actually. She needs like a mouthpiece. Like, she should not be talking. I mean, she can't even get the point to the WrestleMania sign down like well yet. So I think she needs somebody to speak for her. I said this on radio last week. Like, she needs a Paul Heyman, and I know she's with Kurt Angle and yada, 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 but she needs someone to sort of do her talking for her, and so she can just focus on the actual wrestling and being tough and being, you know, cool that way. With all of that said, so I feel like for her, she hasn't had that like aha moment yet in WWE where you're like, oh, I could get into this. At least not for me. So Ronda Rousey, the Ronda Rousey experiment has been super disappointing in my opinion. But in terms of my prediction for WrestleMania, this is a prediction, but also sort of just what I'm hoping happens. I am going to predict that Ronda Rousey will have a heel turn at WrestleMania. She will turn on Kurt Angle, join forces with the evil empire that is the McMahon family, and screw over America's hero. That's what I think should happen. I think that wrestling fans would love that. I think that people could get on board with that. I just don't think people buy Ronda Rousey as like this good girl hero persona. I think the WWE universe could definitely get on board with hating Ronda Rousey. So I think that she should just do herself a favor, embrace her dark side, and turn on Kurt Angle, join forces with Stephanie McMahon, and, you know, start her career as a heel. You know what I'm saying. I don't know where I was going with that. That brings me to my next point. The Rock. Everyone was speculating, is The Rock going to be at WrestleMania this year? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Now, according to my research prior to recording this video, people were saying, oh, The Rock's not coming. There's like reports. Oh man, I had it up, but I lost it. That's a stupid mistake by me. Oh, like, you know, The Rock confirms in an interview he will not be in New Orleans for WrestleMania 34. And people are actually buying that. Like, people are actually tweeting like, oh, well, he said he's not going to be there, so he's probably not going to be there. Like, since when do you believe any report? Since when do you take any report at face value when it comes to WWE? Seriously, I'm still holding out hope that The Rock shows up. I think this is all a farce. He's got a new movie out. Not that he needs help promoting, but you know what I'm saying. He's got a new movie out. He's wrestling royalty, and if you recall, it was The Rock a few years ago that sort of teamed up with Ronda Rousey when she showed up at WrestleMania, and that whole thing happened with Stephanie McMahon. So it only makes sense that The Rock would show up at WrestleMania 34, probably to help Ronda Rousey out, and then Ronda Rousey, boom, backstab, turns. And then she's hated in the best way possible. And of course, speaking of hate, I gotta talk about Roman Reigns. My boy, love me some Roman Reigns. I think that Roman Reigns will defeat Brock Lesnar, and the entire, almost the entire WWE universe, minus myself, will absolutely loathe it. They will hate it. They will curse WWE and Vince McMahon on Twitter, and I will be laughing. I will be sitting at home looking at people's tweets about how Roman Reigns sucks and why are they shoving Roman Reigns down our throats. I will read those and I will laugh. I will laugh my tail off, because the crazy thing about Roman Reigns is that people hate him so much, yet all they do is talk about him. Roman Reigns this, Roman Reigns that, Roman, and WWE is just like, perfect, 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 perfect. Keep talking about him, because if you talk about him, that means you care about him, and you are igniting a reaction out of him. I feel like a broken record, because I haven't even been covering wrestling for like 6 months, and yet here I am once again trying to explain that reacting to Roman Reigns is exactly what the WWE wants, and people, they just don't get it. They just keep talking about Roman Reigns. So who wins? Vince wins. Vince always wins. What else did I want to talk about? There was something else. Braun Strowman. Here's the other thing. I got asked this on radio last week. Who will Braun Strowman's mystery tag partner be? And for me, it's like, who cares? Who cares who Braun Strowman's partner is going to be? It doesn't matter. Braun Strowman is an absolute monster. I've honestly seen him in person, and when you see him, you're just like, how are you a real human? Like, you're massive. He's massive. He's huge. He's got that crazy deep, like, baritone, not sure if that's the right word, voice. He's massive, and at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who his tag partner is, because every other superstar in that match, no matter who it is, are just going to be mere peasants standing in the shadow of the Braun Strowman. That's it. It doesn't matter. Braun Strowman's the star. Everybody else doesn't matter. That's what it is when he is in the ring. It's awesome. It's so awesome. I love me some Braun Strowman. Okay, so I didn't want this video to be too long. Obviously, it's super raw and whatever, but those are the few things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. So I hope you guys all enjoy WrestleMania. It's going to be a good time. It always is. And don't forget, whether you love something or hate something, Vince McMahon is a winning. That's all I gotta say. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to, it would be awesome if you would subscribe to this page. And of course, the most important thing, because I know WWE fans always have an opinion and always have something to say, get in the comments, let me know what you think. Who will Braun Strowman's partner be? Even though I don't really care, I'll still talk about it. Will Ronda Rousey turn on Stephanie McMahon? Or sorry, will Ronda Rousey turn on Kurt Angle? Let me know what you think of my theory. Have the hamster on the wheel. My OGs know what that's about. Will The Rock show up? Do you buy it that he's not going to be there? Sound off in the comments. I want to talk to you. I'm going to be here answering comments and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, if you like this video, thumbs up. And there was something else. No, that's it. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, you guys. Happy WrestleMania 34.